We on? Alright. Bring it.
Inns like this one fit the regions traveled by merchants, but you wouldn't expect a place of this size in a forsaken peninsula. The stone and lumber must have been transported from far away, and the workers, guarded by expensive mercenaries, surely lived for many seasons in a primitive hamlet, subsisting on salted supplies. There are seemingly no cracks in the wall, and the building was whitewashed only a few years back. The road is white and beaten. Dozens of souls could hide if not in the buildings. Okay. If not in the buildings, then at least in the yard. The expenses and labor put into this fortress were worth many trading ships. 3 armed people are on the ramparts, though you only see what's above their waistline. They're leaning on the parapet right next to the gate, and you think you notice a glimpse of a smile. They wear gabesons, each one of them dyed differently, yellow, green, and linen gray. I approach the gate.
I think the part that says about they could hide if not in the buildings means like there's places to hide outside of the building.
Yeah. Oh shit, here we go. I like this feature. This game's so fucking cool. A woman in yellow armor leans forward. She has long, curly, disorderly red hair, pointing in every possible direction.
What?
This combination of colors doesn't work at all. In the woods, one would have to shout to draw this much attention. There's still a fair distance between the two of you, but she speaks loudly. I haven't seen a horse for years now. I just said that it's weird to see such a large jackass, bro.
She ate you up,
dude. Such a large
dude. No,
jackass,
but you have to
huh?
trust her. You have to trust her because she's wearing yellow and she has red hair, which is me right now.
Her voice is young and strong, with an accent that reminds you of the villages spread around Hovlevan. But no jackass would wear a saddle, I'd say. She exchanges a few words with a male guard wearing green, giving you time to move closer. Well, this one here says there really are donkey saddles. Say, traveler, how hard is it to ride a horse? What the fuck? Okay, so I'm thinking since she's kind of like, I don't see like flirting, but she's acting more like playful in her language. Maybe I should like try to banter as well. Yeah?
Yeah, give the same vibe, like chameleon.
Playful, use a joke or a witty comment.
Wait. Remember when we were back with what's her name?
Oh yeah, she said to just be straight, right?
Yeah, but where was that for? Was it for the inn or was it?
I thought it was the inn, but like I think it was for
no.
the
I
inn.
think it's the guy that she asked us to find.
No. That's the innkeeper, like the guy in the inn.
Are we sure?
That's
yeah,
right,
because then.
But I don't know if this is the person that, you know what I mean?
No, so we might be fine.
I'm not sure if I should hide my emotions or be playful. I don't know which one I should do.
I don't know if I'd be playful. Maybe you should be like that, you know, the burly type or something.
Alright, are we being distant or playful? We got.
Well, if you're distant, you might give off a bad vibe. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
We'll be playful, and if I fuck up, then so be it.
Okay.
Oh no, it shows you the answers. Fuck, I forget. Friendly. How about you give it a try?
No.
I laugh. You wouldn't believe it. The lessons were a pain. That guy's pretty good, actually.
That's crazy.
Rizzer. Sad, bro. That's crazy. Distance. It's easy to learn the basics, but it's tiring. You train different muscles for those than those for combat. Random fact. Apparently I have like really good veins. Yeah, whenever I like see the doctors, they always tell me I have really good veins.
Doctors?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like girls, because they're always into veins. Sorry.
I have no idea how to respond to that, bro. I can say so much, and I'm not.
Doctors is
bro,
crazy.
That could go so fucking many different ways.
Yeah, just Don't even worry about it. Okay.
Oh.
We'll click the other two.
Don't answer. It's an inn, isn't it? Open the gate. Damn.
Damn!
That's actually kind of badass. I don't give a fuck. Holy shit.
Dude, do
listen.
that one.
Are you serious? Are you dead ass?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's an inn, isn't it? Open the gate. That's
Because
fucked.
then she just, like,
Zol's
you know,
like, do
yeah.
not do that. Quite hard, honestly. Some days are still rough on me.
Oh, don't do that.
No, they're not gonna like that shit. Holy shit, bro, that's fucking crazy. Bro,
But this one's kind of like, oh, he's like, you know.
Dude, you gotta be sleeping. Okay, actually, I think I'm gonna try the distance because that's what he said. If I fuck up, that's on me. It's easy to learn the basics, but it's tiring. You train different muscle centers for combat. I'm doing it. If I fuck up, my bad. You don't say. She gestures for another soldier to take care of the gate. What sort of muscles? You climb down, staying concise
Whoa.
to the point. You point your hips, your back, hips, and thighs, and speak about the training routine that a rider follows to stay in the saddle for more than 2 days. As you enter the yard, the woman also uses a ladder to get off the wall, then leads you under the roof where your palfrey can rest, tethered with a cord to a wooden post. Near some old hay. Near some old hay. Once you're ready, go inside, speak with her boss, she says with a shadow of a smile. He has time. There aren't any travels around. The other guards take care of various chores. They peek at your mount every now and then, and they're splitting firewood, cleaning their clothes, weeding garden patches, and moving chairs. 2 of them are making rope. You head towards the inn, hearing the piercing scream of a boar from the other side of the yard. Yeah, you see him. So the boss is probably the one I had to be like straight with, not her. So
Yeah.
but like it still is a good outcome. So I open the door. New shelter unlocked. Only some of the windows are open, revealing the dust dancing in the sunbeams. The air is a bit stuffy. A muscular man is sweeping the floor near the stairs, but after he glances at you, he leans the broom against the wall and heads behind the counter. You're lucky to show up. His voice is deep and soft. With a city-like accent, he observes you with keen attention, yet avoids your eyes. I've keg a decent ale, wormwood, bog myrtle, juniper berries, cat's foot.
Juniper.
Juniper, is that how you say it? Thank you. Juniper berries, cat's foot. He feels a mug carefully and puts it on the countertop. It's going to spoil soon, maybe today. And we don't drink here. We don't drink here before the even. Even? Oh, okay, yeah.
It's his accent. You're just trying to write it in.
I hate to see the good stuff going to waste. His skin is dark, almost purple, rare among the southern tribes, and his hair is naturally bluish. His clothes are quite fancy for manual labor. The elegant tunic wouldn't stand out in the city square. I stand at the counter. The planks let out a creak after every step you make, so you slow down a bit. You swear that the innkeeper made little to no noise. Here you go. He pushes the mug forward. But just so you know, my pelt of the north doesn't belong to Hovlevin. You can sleep on the floor if you wish so, but if you want a better meal, you have to pay. We may have some leftovers from dinner, but I need to check. Okay. We need to fucking eat.
You can click on them, remember?
I won't stay here for long. I introduce myself. Thanks for the drink. I see you know how to make friends with the Roadwarden. Happy to help as a Roadwarden. I'm more than capable of taking care of the entire cask, if you need me to. That's crazy. I'm not here to pay compliments to piss in a mug. What
Damn.
the fuck? Thank you, I'm a Roadwarden. I never refuse a free drink.
I think the friendly one seems chill. Don't do playful.
I'm almost interested in the vulnerable one. I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Then he might feel more pity for you. And
I'm gonna try it. I know it's really dumb, probably, but
no. He might feel like pity for you and not charge you as much. Yeah.
I'm a Roadwarden, so I'd never refuse a free drink. He meets your eyes with a frown, then grabs a wet cloth and starts to wipe down the shelves. From time to time, your conversation is interrupted by splashes of dirty water in a wooden bucket. Just don't get used to it. Coins are worth much here. In the north, surely less than work. And there are days of hunger. He speaks slowly, yet audibly. You won't fill your stomach with words alone. Drink the ale. I ignore the ale and ask the man, I have a couple questions.
Ooh. If you ignore it, you might be able to go back to it later.
He might be pissed if I keep asking. I'm just going to drink the ale.
Okay.
The dark room and wooden walls of the mug make the liquid look as brown as a chestnut. The lee in spring hits your nose, and the first sip is even too complex, too flowery. While the brewer has used fancy ingredients, the exotic licorice ruins the licorice? Did I say that right? Licorice? Is that licorice?
I was gonna say it kind of looks like it smelled like licorice.
I'm not sure I'm saying that right. The exotic licorice ruins the aftertaste. Now you know why there's so much left. Maybe it takes an acquired taste. The innkeeper nods. I was hoping to see someone willing to patrol the roads. Maybe it'll help me with a worrying thought I have, which is there are brigades in the woods. Our place is a stronghold, so I'm not afraid of an open strike. But they've gotten more active in the last 2 years. One day they may steal our furs, and I have no doubt they're the reason why merchants come here only once. Having bandits around gets expensive. He rubs his hands together, camouflaging his paws. I want you to reach Howler's Den, northwest from here. It's the largest settlement around. I'm sure you'll get there sooner or later. Ask, Ties, the mayor, about Galicia? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That bloodthirsty wolf of a woman.
Damn.
That's crazy. I've heard rumors about a raid in the north. If Galicia's ready to break the truce with the locals, I'm willing to join forces with them to get rid of her band. Okay. He looks at the nearby dragon bone. Not too difficult, right? Just do it when you have a chance. A couple of days won't make much of a difference. I'll pay you 2 coin when you get back with the news. Fine? Should I say 3?
3. Got a bargain. Always.
3. Oh god, here we go. He observes you for a moment. 2, he growls. I could eat something. Do you have any leftovers? That's all I need. Hell
You
no.
could ask about food.
I'm looking for Astrian, the previous Roadwarden. Okay.
You might want to ask about food.
Yeah, I'll do that. I could eat something. Do you have any leftovers? Yes, I feed them to our boar. I won't give them away for nothing. He tells you to wait, then leaves the building for a few minutes and returns with a wooden bucket and a long stick ending with the hook. Go through the gate and turn left. You'll see a bunch of bushes. We need some berries. Bring me a bucket full. You'll be done in half an hour or so. Your horse could use a nap anyways, and I'll prepare something to fill you. The hook is not made of metal or wood. It's a long curved claw, almost black. I reach for the tools. Half an hour. That's quite a lot of berry picking. Oh shit, should I or not? I think I should, because he just seems like a straight guy that just wants to say what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Half an hour? That's quite a lot for berry picking. The tools are cold, not too heavy. You notice a pair of thick gloves at the bottom of the bucket. The bear's not the problem. The innkeeper smirks. Unlike the snakes, better scare them away with a stick or move them with a hook and protect your hands. The little ones won't eat you, but don't get bitten. I'm sure you know how to be patient. Should I go right away? Yeah, I have other questions. Yeah. What do you need? What do you have for sale? I can go and pick up a few things for you. Some food for your travels to start with. Apples, nuts, sausage. Not too many at once. We need to maintain our supplies. I've got an elk fur I don't need. Its buyer was caught by a pack of red wolves. Nice for a sleeping spot. Just as nice for a wall. And almost untouchable soap. Priceless for a traveler. You can't tell if he's being sarcastic. Made of fine oak ash. Strong, blah, 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 blah. You're going back. Okay, I don't give a shit about how, whatever. After you mention you'd like something more useful in these roads, he looks down. I don't have any blades or armor to spare, but if you pay well, you can take one of our crossbows and a bunch of quarrels. A yay bow, wood cords, and the trigger needs a little bit of oil. It's as good as you can get without soaking it in magic. It takes a bit of muscle to draw, but even a 16-year-old could handle it. I won't sell it cheap, but I'm ready to give a discount to a helpful ally. Okay. Okay. Did you need bath? Yeah, I might want this up. That's what I'm thinking about. Alright, so what does he got? Fuck.
Yeah, you should probably do the soap. Or the meal. Unless you
What?
can buy multiple things.
Dude. Oh, there, I just clicked that. Alright, so I bought the soap.
You
And
might want to do
then-
the food. And the 5 arrows, don't we have a crossbow?
You can buy more tomorrow. We do, but I don't know how many arrows we have. I'll have to check. Let me look at my inventory. A pendant?
That's
Oh my god,
sick.
I can wear that. The winged hourglass was that. Oh my god, I might do that. Okay, we're wearing it.
Of course.
Yuho. Hey, what's up, Yuho? What's this game? This game is called Roadwarden. It is a choose your own adventure type fantasy roleplay. And it's pretty peak. Anyways, no, this is like, here's the thing. This is like good and bad because like either people might hate me because obviously, you know, I have the religious pendant, but it also could be good because if someone recognizes it and is like a friend, then you know it's yeah. So, all right, what's what I got? Tools for cherry picking. Otis. Gabison, rope, travel set.
See, and you do have some arrows.
I have 3. I have 3. Okay, that's nothing. What the fuck?
Okay, but I don't know. You might want to save the rest of your coins.
I'm gonna save really quick. Who's that? Oh, yo, thank you. Thank you for the follow. You know, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No, hang back and like watch this. It's a really good game. And honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's not the same as playing, but I will tell you, if you want to get a good idea for what the game feels like, I would argue definitely watch this more than anything else, because like other playthroughs you're just going to see someone clicking. This you'll get a real feel if you want to like sit through. It's like, I don't know, if you're you, like, I'm not sure what you got going. But you know, just maybe like for a few minutes, just sit down, and, like, see what it feels like, and you know, see if you're into it or not. So, no, God bless, I appreciate them. All right, so do you need anything? Show me your wares. Oh yeah, do I have anything you would like to buy? Let's try that. Let's see what you got. What the fuck? Select an item you like to offer. Different traders are interested in different goods. You'll purchase only some of the things you'd sell. I don't know. Should I? I mean, is that the only thing I can offer?
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
One of my hunters
2
will gladly...
coins?
Fuck that.
Yeah, tell him to go get fucked.
That's all. Yeah, I'm keeping that shit. Nah, that's not worth 2 fucking coins.
No.
At least to me. Like, that shit was cool as fuck, and I like, you want to give me 2
It's
fucking
sick as
coins.
hell.
Yeah, fuck that dude. I think
He's
I
a
should fuck him.
scammer.
I really should fuck him.
What?
What? What?
First it's the girl out front, now
Dude,
it's
I didn't see it, dude. I didn't say
Dude, you
anything,
said you
bro.
want to fuck him.
No, I didn't, bro. Dude,
You
you're making
literally
me
did.
sound
Somebody-
bad, bro. I didn't say
Somebody like
that.
clip that or something, because he literally said it.
Alright. Yeah, what can you tell me of the peninsula? Yeah, you're right. I want to make sure I do that because of Zorb. What could anyone say? This place doesn't even have a name. Unless there's an old book in the and an archive that no soul knows about. You know what I'd call everything from here to the coast. The hunting ground? He glances at your eyes. But it's not us who hunt. Keep that in heart. But the beasts in all shapes and forms. His words gain confidence slowly, which is strengthened by his deep voice. I've lived in this inn for over 10 years now, and I've only seen a couple of roads, a couple of places. It's just, once you get here and you see how harsh it is to hit the road, you have only more reasons to stay at a warm stove behind a wall, even if it's suffocating. He looks towards the windows. I'm sure you've heard a lot lately that the people don't build hamlets anymore. There are no more ibixes from the south, and the traders stay for only a few days. All of our iron is used for cauldrons, not swords or wood, or swords or tools. Shut the fuck up.
How'd you read wood?
Shut up. Blue Diddy, chill.
See?
Okay, what will I find traveling west? Remember this, because I
Just want to
won't.
go west?
Remember this, because I won't. This is important, so you know where to.
I thought we already went west.
We can go more west.
Okay.
This was okay. Well, there are hills nearby. You'll find a village, maybe an hour away from here. It was destroyed by beasts almost a decade ago. Nothing to see there. The goblins live there now, so most people just travel around it, and they say it's haunted. But who cares? Who knows? Who cares?
Ooh.
He crosses his arms and starts to sway back and forth, gathering his thoughts. You'll get to a large tree on the edge of the swamp. For locals, it's sacred. You're not used to hearing someone mentioning pagans as if there's nothing unusual about them. There's a small path south, which leads to an old mine in the mountains. Nothing to find there. But keep riding north, and you'll find Howler's Den, or Howler's Dell. Said a clean brook. Farmers live there, and Malfons and druids. They'll let you stay for a night, but they're not cheap. If anyone thinks mine prices are bad, it means they ain't been to Ape Ale Inn yet. He lets out a gentle smile. I nod, I smile politely. I'll just nod, yeah. I know only a bit about the next settlement. Old Pagos. The soil there ain't too fertile, so they work in the quarry and help other settlements build things in exchange for crops. The forests and hills ain't too harsh, but the Seekers have a small monastery nearby in the mountains. I don't care about them. They keep to themselves, and they don't pay well. The third village is unknown to me. White marshes. They set at the bogs. I've heard it smells like a griffin's lair. I've heard a lot of nasty rumors about the place, but I won't share them. I don't want to be a lie spreader. So 3 villages, really. Howlers and one near the monastery, whatever it's called, and marshes. Don't let their beds and palisades fool you, though. Weird people live there. Don't tell them more than you need to. You wonder if it's something he would tell other travelers as well. Okay. Are the eastern roads as rough as I heard? Pretty much. Don't leave the main road, I'd say. Not so far from here, you'll find Old Doloman. A few people had spent a night there, and monkeys stole food and gods from their bags. It was their fault. One of them had fallen asleep in the middle of the wash. But you know, the eastern forests are wild, and the roads are rough. Almost no soul lives there. One day, all these roads will be swallowed by trees again. The furthest my team has ever gone was the home of the Enchantress. Just stay on the track until you reach the crossroads, right near our abandoned watchtower. From there, turn east. You'll recognize the place. It's a nice home in a lonely meadow, surrounded by a wall. He looks towards the closed window, then at you again. Kind of like our walls, but simpler, without coating. She lives as a hermit. Eudocia. I don't even know how she survives there, but if you don't have decent coin, you won't find much there. So back to the crossroads. If you turn left instead, you'll see a road. People stay away from it. It connects the tower and the monastery, a shortcut between the two of the peninsula. I was warned by the locals not to use it. It already belongs to the beasts. Have you ever been to the northern coast? I only know about another end. It's far from here. Maybe a day on foot. A bit less from the eastern side. His eyes once again focus on the floor. I've never been there, but I've heard it's a safe place close to villages of fishers and hunters. though I don't know much about them. Okay. That's really funny, because didn't we just hear a roar from up north?
Did we?
Oh, I know. When we went back to that little crossroads area, it's like once we heard a roar north. I know that for a fact. That's all I need. Okay, what else we gotta do? About Glacia's band. I'm looking for Astrian, the previous Roadwarden. How are you now? He goes to the table and invites you to sit down with him. I don't think I'm going to be of much help. He rests his elbow on the table and grunts quietly under his throat. But do you want to? But I do want you to find him. So, when asked about his intention, he measures his words. Ashton and I made a risky deal. Well, a very promising one. Last time he was here, he took 50 coins, my half of the investment. He knocks on the table with a fist, anxiously. If you get my coin, or at least find out what happened to the guy, I'll make sure you won't be disappointed after bringing me the news. Could it be that Astrian sold the coins and ran away? He looks at a window and starts to play with his shutter. I think Astrian ain't the kind of soul that would do such a thing. For him, it wasn't much of a fortune, and I'd risk saying he had earned my trust. Not only mine, you know. It's easy for a Roadwarden to make connections. He always had places to go, things to take care of. He rubs the table with his thumb, as if trying to clean an invisible stain. I've asked travelers. I've sent a couple of my pals to find him. No real news. I know he stayed in Right Marshes for a day and was meant to do something for people there. It's a village in the northwest. Just stay on the main road until you reach the bogs, then enter them. You may get there before dusk. So let me know once you find anything, and we may yet return to this whole investment thing. I'll think about it. He nods. What else do you need? What about rumors? Any rumors? He crosses his arms. I don't like to talk about people who ain't nearby, but you know what you're doing. Who are you wondering about? Tell me about shit.
You could do one of the two people that we talked to like at the beginning of the game.
Goblins? I don't know.
Okay.
How about monsters?
No, it has to be a person.
North. Tulia. There we go. I ain't seen Tulia in quite some time. Since your squad vanished in the fog, she's been careful. Glad to know she's alive. She's too inexperienced to lead others to battle, I think. He shrugs. Like most people, she needs to follow orders. She needs to follow others. But she already knows that. There's nothing worse than a fighter too stupid to limit their ambitions. That's sad.
Yeah. You could ask about, just put in Empress.
Sure. What do you mean? Are you trying to find her? After all these years, he chuckles. The Empress is gone, and she will never be back. She's as dead as shit. Holy fuck.
Holy! This guy's brutal.
What's his name again? What if we put in his own name? That's really smart, actually. Yeah, what's his name? Does anyone remember? Somebody find that out right now in chat, please.
Yeah.
What's his name? That's a big deal, actually.
Yeah, that's good. Shit. Did it even say his name?
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost like 100% sure it did.
Should I look it up?
Please. Maybe just like... Hold on. Roadwarden, name of man in first in...
Gale?
Whatever.
I got a list of all the names of all the characters
We
in
shouldn't
the
care
game.
because I
I think his name. Put in Gale. Put in Gale.
sure. Gale. I don't know them.
Ah,
Who's that other
Okay.
bitch? Let's change the topic. Because I can
The
go back to
redhead?
that. I like to ask about someone. Glucia. Yeah, let's do Glucia. Glacia. Glacia.
Glacia.
Shit. Glacia. Did I not spell it right? I can ask about people. Me.
Yeah, you spelled it wrong.
Don't get awkward, Roadwarden. You. Something you need to know about me to survive on this road. I'm Lawson. I've been in the city, now I'm here. Lawson. Motherfucker. You. Lawson. You motherfucker. Okay. Let's change topic.
Wait, if you want to ask about that girl, you did spell it wrong.
Glacia.
No, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I've met her more than once. She's older than me, wrinkled, tan. I don't. Ooh. Anyways, I don't know how she
Okay.
survived for so long. I've heard she's from the coast. I don't really know her story. She's strong, though, and convincing. She wanted to move her band to Pelt, make huts in the courtyard. When I told her to leave, she didn't make a scene or anything, but her face, it was chilling. He looks at the stove, and she may want revenge. Glacia is a cruel soul in a scary shell. How about... Okay, whatever. I want to keep doing some names, but...
Well, I have a whole list of names.
How about my sister?
Oh, that's good. Okay.
God. He
Whoa.
smirks and glances at the ceiling. I don't know them that well. If you want to hunt down a beast, you need to know where it sleeps. But where's Wright's bed? And how many blades can they swallow before they die? Holy shit. Okay,
Damn.
that's crazy.
Ask about Odith. No, don't actually.
Odith. Horse.
How do you not know Odith?
Snakes. Inventory. Do I have anything? What's this? Damn. It's one of those things where, like, I feel like it's really smart to ask things, like, early on. But that's fine. Let's change the topic. But I think we did as much as we could with the knowledge that we have. Show me your wares, blah, blah. Let's find... expect to find an inn of this size in a place such as this. Okay, let's do that. Ah, so you know a thing or two, after all.
Damn.
It didn't work out so well for the previous owners. Once the war ended, they left. Not enough travelers. Bad trade. The villages stick to themselves. We, however, came prepared, and now we're prospering. When you ask him how they can afford the supplies, he runs his fingers through his dark hair. I'm not against running an inn, but we don't rely on guests. We're the ones doing all the trading. My hunters are a clever bunch, and stay safe in the forest. In exchange for fur, claws, and bones, we get what we need, and more. Both from the south and the north. He relaxes in his chair. We have a good life here. We spent a whole lot on armor, crossbows, lumber, spears. But in another 10, maybe 20 years, we'll have enough savings to move to Hovlivin. Hovlivin? I don't even give a fuck anymore. And not work for another day of our lives. We take risks, but smartly. The team is stronger than ever. I have big plans for us. Surprised to find a purple skinned man this far in there. What the fuck? That's crazy. No, I'm not saying that.
Damn.
Is there
Purple
a good
guy?
story behind?
Sorry.
Okay. I mean, there's a story, but it's not a good one. He clears his throats. For years, I wanted to have an inn called Pelt, but in my city, it would be in bad taste. Taverns and inns named the single word were cheap, but had nasty reputation. There was the Claw, Mugger, Basilisk, and Blissful. I think the good places used at least 2 words. Empty Barrel, a Rose and Hemlet, Empress Smile, Pighead was the exception. It was a real dive. He chuckled. In my soul, it's still just Pelt. Pelts are what came here for, and what we will reach our goals. And what will make us reach our goals. Okay, whatever. Dude, my back. I swear to God.
Dude, like, are you good? Get a pillow or something.
Holy shit. It's like, it's tight. God, it's so fucking tight. Okay. It's like, you know when like you wrap rope around like one of those wooden thingies?
What?
To like keep turning the rope to like keep wrapping itself?
Yeah, I thought you were going somewhere else, yeah.
That's what my back feels like.
Okay,
It's
well...
been like tighten, like really
How long
tight.
have you been sitting in this chair?
I mean, a while, but technically also not too wild because, I mean, I got up to do stuff. Get food. So, it's surprising to find a purple skinned man. The man behind the slaughter. Okay. I ain't seen a soul looking like this since my ma died. He shrugs. It's not a fascinating tale. Let's just say it wasn't part of the invasion. I wasn't part of the invasion. Yet I'm glad I freed all those who were chained by the cities and their corsairs. He looked at the wall. I'm Lawson, by the way. I rarely hear the name. Okay. Return to my other questions. About Lucius band. He freezes, observing her hand silently. He wants me to get the answer from the mayor of Halliston. I'm on it. Shit. That was worth a try.
Are you kidding me? Dude.
There's nothing wrong with that one, okay?
There's everything wrong with that one.
That was interesting. Get out! I'd like to ask about someone. No, we gotta go. Okay.
Wait, how'd you sound just like the audio? That was crazy.
That's all I need. I go outside. Dude, okay, are we actually good?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel like we should save some money. You know what I mean? How much money do we have left? Yeah, we have 3. I feel like we should save those 3.
Save it.
But at the same time, though, I feel like we should... Okay, either we save those 3 or we get another crossbow bolt.
Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Your mic is absolutely bugging.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, it's good.
We're good? We're good
You're
now?
good.
Are we all good? That's weird. What the fuck? So we are all good now, like for sure.
It's good on my end.
What the fuck?
That was crazy. Bless.
Thank you. All right. But yeah, for sure we're good. Like everyone can hear me. What the?
Bless you.
Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you. That's yikesers. That's all I've got to say. Okay. Goon sneeze. No, bro, I can do goon sneeze. Bro, I'm gonna sound like an anime
please
chick.
don't. No. Please don't.
You know those hentais your like uncle used to
No,
watch?
we know you
I
can
sound
do
like
it.
that.
We know you've practiced, but you don't need to prove it.
Actually, I gotta tell a story. I gotta tell a story.
Oh,
You guys ready?
God.
Okay, so me and Tasia went to that like anime Milwaukee, and at a certain point, like there's some like events thing that like are 18 plus at night. So we went to one that was called Bad Hentai Dubbing. And essentially, you'd play like a hentai scene that was like way out of fucking like it was whack, some really crazy shit, and you'd have to like dub it like with your own like just like talk over it like some funny shit. So
Hey, that's pretty funny.
There's some crazy shit. Like there's this one strip where like this guy got turned into a fucking like a rope and then a snake and then like a squirrel, and the woman took the squirrel him home, and then she wanted to fuck the squirrel, so she let the squirrel like go on him in the bath, but then he turns back to normal and then she freaks out.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm dead ass. That's like one of the scenes. Anyways, the one I did was because I raised my hand. There's hundreds of people there. There's hundreds of people there, right?
Yeah.
Remember, this is a competition technically, right? It's fun. It's all fun. But, like, only the people that do well get the prizes. So I raised my hand because like I want to try it out. And these people, like, you'd think, yeah, remember, this is a town with like millions of people, or not, but hundreds of thousands of people, right? And I was like, okay, there's no way in hell that I'm going to do well here, but I want to try because what if? So I raised my hand, and it's like, I get chosen for one of them, and this scene was basically these guys are jumping out of a plane, and the one girl jumps out, and so does him, but like for some reason she starts like fucking like jizzing all over, like I don't want, just like fucking
yeah, we get it.
juices and shit. Well then,
right.
For some reason they start saying they love each other, and then they start fucking mid-fall out of this plane. Mid-fall, they're just fucking, and then they do their parachutes, and then this other guy just falls and like basically dies to his death.
Okay.
Anyways, I did that and I won. I won that with this chick.
Dude, of course you did.
There was like There was like four. What is it? It was like, I don't know. There's like 4 groups in total, and like we were one of them, and we won. I won this random chick, and we did great.
Of course, that's
and the
ridiculous.
one, I swear, the one thing that made me want it is the moment that he started fucking. I started doing the voice line for the guy, and I was like, plus ultra. And then everyone in the fucking audience started losing it. It was fucking great.
That was a crazy lore drop.
Anyways, that's the lore drop. I can do some voice acting. I can,
yeah, no, I believe that.
I can do some voice acting.
You do it on stream all the time.
Anyways, moving on. Yeah, that's all I need. Let's go. Shit. Should I enter the inn again?
Why?
I'm really debating if I should just have more ammo or not. I'm not sure if it's like good or not for my crossbow. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think you go get the berries.
Okay, you're right. I was just.
And then you can go back and get them if you decide you want them.
Head to the armorer. Ooh, there's an armorer.
Well, you're gonna spend your coins, bud.
Yeah, let's go to the berries, I guess. Fuck. The innkeeper knew what he was talking about. You put on the gloves and look through the bushes from a safe distance. It doesn't take long before you notice the first serpent lying on a rock somewhere in the thicket. Creatures are not that large, and even some of them hiss at you or slither closer. But the jabs of the hook keep them at a distance. You don't know how much of these berries you don't know much about these berries. They are round and reddish. You entrust such a color even if you were looking for food in the wilderness. The plants don't have thorns, but the leaves are harsh, so you make sure to thoroughly cover your skin with your clothes. You have to look through many bushes to fill the bucket, but the presence of insects and snakes doesn't allow you to relax. I gather the berries and go back to the inn. Okay. You've captured. You've returned to the courtyard. 2 of the guards are participating in a friendly skirmish. Their wrestling is accompanied by a crowd. Enter the inn.
See, getting the berries was quick.
That was pretty quick. I put the. What is it? God, I'm sorry. Give me just a second. It's really hurting. I really apologize. Oh my god, it's so fucking painful.
Do you have like books or something to put your monitor on?
It's a large monitor. Not the stand shit. I would need a lot of books. If you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a tripod kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. Some of the windows are open, revealing the dust dancing on the sunbeams. The air is a bit stuffy. The innkeeper is leaning on the counter, dividing a small pile of dragon bones. So, Yugen, eat anything? I put the fruits on the counter. Great, he peeks inside the bucket. I've got cabbage stew with a few goose chunks for you. I'd serve it even to the merchants if there were any around. The meal is warm and filling. It's well seasoned and not overcooked. And like I've said, I rarely have food to spare, but Feel free to ask if you ever drop by. You may be lucky, and I've been cooking my whole life. I keep chewing. Thanks. I'm not sure I should. Thanks? Yeah, I'm just gonna be nice. Thanks.
Mhm.
Thanks. And how did that old book of mine work out for you? I see you have it in your hands. Lie, I've lost it? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I like to
wild.
buy it from you? I give him the hook? I'm fine. I don't know, should I keep it? Like, is there any reason to? There probably, like, there's a reason, probably.
Yeah. Say you'd like to buy it and see how much it is, maybe.
I'd like to buy it from you. He narrows his eyes. Can't you make one for yourself?
The claw thing, maybe.
It's a claw that grabs my interest, honestly. I won't have time for it, and I hate snake. Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah, he seems like a straight to the point guy. It's a claw that grabs my interest, honestly. Ah, I see. It's a nice one, ain't it? My guards once had to get rid of a pebbler. You can't really eat them. But their claws and bones are durable enough, so we put them to good use. For a moment, he observes your face. A single coin will be fair. I think that's good. A single coin, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a single coin's worth it. What do you think, Zorb?
Oh,
yeah,
wait, wait.
What?
Wait. What about the armory? Do you need new armor?
Yeah, but I feel like this is going to be used for a lot of things, too.
Okay.
If we can't get anything there, then, you know, I fucked up. Too bad. But, yeah. I pay him. That's all I need. Let's go outside. Alright. Head to the armor. You walk past the well and find a small open shed, but not unlike the stable, but with a humble set of tables, carving tools, hammers, sharpening stones, pinchers, knives, and other tools. As long as something can be solved by brute force, this place will find a way to do so. There are two people sitting on a long bench. The first one is a male with maybe inch-long hair, cleanly shaven face, a thin, long yellow tunic, bare legs, and sandals. He ignores your presence, sewing a gabison with great concentration. The second person is a boy, maybe 15, who's wearing the crude outfit of a farmer. He glances at you, but soon returns to sharpening a long dagger. Greetings. Yeah, I'm just gonna say hi. I'm not gonna wait for him to notice me. He's at work. Greetings. The man raises his head, but it's the boy who speaks, focused on his task. He ain't talking. Tell him what you need. Tell him what it is you need. The man smiles in confirmation, looks at the piece of the garment in his hands, then looks around, shrugs, and returns to you with a raised eyebrow. Maybe not right now, but I may be in need of your services. He nods, points at the laces in front of your jacket, raises his clenched fingers to his shoulders, then gently spreads and lowers them as if taking off a robe. You follow his command and allow him to properly inspect your gabison. After a few minutes, he gives it back and reaches for his pouch. He pulls out one dragon bone, shrugs, then another one, and waves two of them in the air, pursing his lips. He makes a few speech-like noises with his mouth and groaning what sounds like, I don't know. I consider his offer. Your jacket is as good as the armor can make it.
So if you do this, you have no coins left.
No, because that's how many I have here. That's how many I have, but like he can't.
Oh, that's not how much it charges you?
He just can't do it. He said that it's basically as good as he can make it.
That's my bad.
I feel like this gabison could use some adjustments. He nods enthusiastically, but then apologizes, pointing behind him in a small box filled with basic tools. He ain't that experienced, says his assistant. We do this and that, but only the simple things. Could you patch my clothes if they are torn? He shakes his head and points at the uneven seams on his own tunic, then grabs a crude bow needle and shows you that it's broken head. He wouldn't even if he had the tool, says the boy. But you can try Howler's Den and Gale Rocks. I look at the youngster. Learning the trade, I see. Kind of, he answers reluctantly. but his teacher pats his knee, giving him a harsh look. The kid clears his throat. Yes, but we both ain't masters, you see. There's not a soul to teach us, so once I'm ready, I'll try hunting instead. Fixing things for others is boring. The man grunts a sound, though you don't understand it, seeing your face. The boy chuckles. He said, safe. Let's meet in the middle. Boring, but safe. The man nods. That's cute. I leave the shed. Alright, let's go to the guards, I guess. Oh, no. Do we want to go to the well or the guards first?
I mean, I think you could do either.
Let's go to the guards, I guess. The woman in yellow armor is kneeling next to a brown hairy boar, which is resting on its side. The beast is not as large as the dark ones from the forest. It responds to the touch of the human's hand, and the brush with grateful grunting and rapid twitches of a hind hoof. No matter how friendly it appears, it's still tethered to the well, and you have no doubts that its charge would have Odith dead in a breath. When the woman notices you, she steps forward, to the boar's disappointment. So, the new Roadwoman. Goddamn. Sorry. My fucking throat's hurting really bad.
You're good.
Everything's hurting really bad right now.
Do you have water?
The new Roadwarden. No, it's all out now. I already drank all of it. She points at a window with her chin, forestalling the question. We don't need anything now, but when we travel with our furs, we can use some assistance. She may be around 30, but her warm voice and bright smile are camouflaging the touch of time on her unpowdered face. Like many red-haired women, people with freckles, her skin is unhealthily pale. The boar runs up to her, observing your boots and fruitlessly sniffing for food beneath the beaten ground. She pats its back, but maintains her focus. How about a game or two? We have a bit of time and can talk about this and that. Maybe you'll get a couple of coins or lose one. She winks. We could play dice or throw axes at a target. I feel like axe throwing for my character would probably be the best thing, but I also don't like gambling. I don't think gambling's... I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Bad idea.
It could be smart, but
I don't gamble. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't gamble. Oh, I wouldn't call it gambling. Just a couple of games. Her smile disappears. She returns to the other guards. Finding anything fun to do in this hole ain't easy. Last time I saw a bard from the south, I don't remember when it was. Have you ever been at the heart of the woods? We sometimes hunt south from here. There are good hunting grounds in the western half. The second one is too overgrown. Maybe the soil is different? She shrugs, then moves the hair away from her forehead. But it's a risky spot. There are treants there and wolves. Even the furless ones. And if you have to go through the tall grasses, watch out for what's on the ground. There ain't many archers in the trees. She smiles as if it's a joke, but there are all too many worms. Even larger than a water leech. I was foraging for berries for the innkeep. She chuckles. So I've heard. Don't worry about it. Usually we forage by ourselves, but he wouldn't ask you for a dragon. He wouldn't ask you for a dragon for a meal. He gives small jobs to people all the time, just to see who agrees to do them. Wants to judge who's of use and who's too proud for their own good. Tell me about yourself. Oh, what was that? After a brief giggle, her voice gets cold and serious. Nah, Roadwarden. We use names and stories among friends. You ain't one. Don't make me tempt curses. That's crazy. She doesn't trust me about herself. I have some questions about this place. Not much to tell, honestly. There are many beasts around, both wild game and dangerous monsters. We spend our time surrounded by these walls, not leaving only to hunt, forage, or trade. Fuck, holy shit. Any interesting creatures nearby? Huh. Here? Everything lives here. She flips her hair. I swear we saw a few dragons, a unicorn family, a battle between trolls and goblins faced between two beastmen. Oh, and a gargoyle. And a hunting queen shouts all the time. I could tell you all about them, but I won't. She winks and pats the boar on the head. You know, hunters have their their secrets. That's an unusual tower. I'd expect it to be closer to the gate and shorter. Like in Hovleven? Hovleven. Fair. But it ain't here to protect the gate. This stronghold was built long before we moved in, and not to fight off humans. The tower was meant to be used by those who observe the deep forest. We look out for fires, dragons, and any winged creatures that are looking to roost on the roof. Baldy. She nods towards a man who indeed isn't completely bald, has a great eye, and sees well even in the darkness. What can I find north from here? I'm sorry, we don't really go north towards those regions. We stay close to... Okay, do I even give a shit? She takes a long breath, twirling her hair.
Well, if she doesn't know.
You know what? I've never seen a beach. I've been living here for so many years. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I've only seen part of the beach, and that's from the old... Okay, you already heard this from so-and-so. Okay. What are you usually hunting for? That's a good question. Anything we can eat or sell. If there's a partridge or a squirrel or a rat, we don't complain. But when we move as a group, we look for something larger. Deers and arrows, arroches, I can't even say that right, are delicious. But we don't always look for taste alone. There's value in bones, antlers, claws, tusks, things people use to make tools or sculptures. We use some of them to make tools and spears. You can never have enough spears. She pauses and looks at a strand of her hair, then suddenly speaks up again. We look for furs, of course. Let's do the boar. You seem attached to this boar. How could you not be? She crouches and raises the boar's head, and steps away as it squeals, as if someone's murdering it. It came with us from the city, just in case. We had no clue how our first winter would go, so we needed some backup meat. And it works. And it works too. Cleans the dirt. She reaches out to the beast again, but it trots away. The woman straightens up with a pleased sigh. We haven't needed to eat it so far, but it's also so funny. It's also funny. I learned in my home village that the farm boars are getting a bit smaller and more cuddly. Kind of like ibexes. So it's not such a wild, dangerous beast. But we don't let it get too close to other animals. Or children. If you heard anything about the necromancers, it's something new. Her voice lowers to a whisper. I've never been to White Marshes, but over the years we've seen people moving away from there, south. He told us that the place has been changed too much. A priest died, I think, and the new one awakens the dead. Sorry, Roadwarden, that's all I know. If she's hiding something, she sounds convincing. Thanks. Walk away, I guess. Shit. Go to the well. Fuck yeah. Alright. I washed my shell? The fuck?
Your shell? Is that like...
Oh, my armor?
Yeah.
What the fuck? The recently renovated wooden roof covers the well from the rain and the birds. One of the guards is enjoying the cold drink he drew with the bucket and tells you to use only as much water as is necessary. The oak ash soap you own can help you get cleaner. Okay, wash my shell. That's it? It's all it gave me? Ah, son of a bitch. Splashing yourself with cold water from a bucket won't take away your smell, but it's enough to remove the tallow and sweat from your skin, or mud stains from your clothes. Fuck it. Shit. You know, at least, yeah, whatever. You hear the clinking tools come with armor. Should I go back to the armor, or... Okay, leave shed.
Well, you were already there, no?
Okay, leave there. It's like, there's almost nothing I can do left. What the fuck? Alright, back to the inn, I guess. Shit. What do I do? The open window fills the hall with refreshing air and sounds of conversation. The innkeeper is sitting behind the counter, cutting vegetables. Something bothering you? No. Okay, there should be something going. Okay, I'm confused because here's the thing. I could either just like, I should be able to sleep, or eat, or something.
Or leave to like go explore other places.
Yeah.
Are you maybe supposed to buy something else?
Like, I don't know. It just feels like I'm not getting enough information right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You step outside. Odith is enjoying some old hay. You hear the clinking of tools come from the armorer's workshop. Yeah. Like, should I go to the arm? Yeah, I can't do anything. Check if you've asked every option. I think I did. I'm looking for knowledge about wild creatures. Okay. Well, I told you our knowledge is valuable. I don't know. She looks at the board, which seems obsessed with a clump of grass. 15 dragons, no less. Is there a discount for friends? Depends on if it gives you a radiant smile. Let's say 15 if it isn't too much for you. Maybe ask me after you spend some time around. Since you're capable of, or play with dice with us, or have an hour to spare. Never mind. I mean,
Yeah, you gotta gamble. You gotta gamble.
But like, here's the thing: it's like
you gotta.
No, I mean, if we leave right now, we can't just straight up leave. You know, what I mean, we can, but
I think you should gamble.
I have 2 fucking coins.
Wait, save your game and then gamble.
That's dirty. You're right. For real.
I know I'm right.
How about some axe throwing? If you think we can, you can handle it, we'll throw 8 times. So it's going to take us half an hour to do so. 4 players, each one of us bets a coin. The winner shall take all. Still in? I'm ready and you are.
Yeah, it's just 1 coin. That's fine.
Your words, and especially the dragon bone you pull out, are cheerfully welcome. The guards prepare a couple of wooden planks, which are leaned against the wall. There are also spectators, and you're told that the other hunters are either sleeping or have the duty on the tower. Remember, no magic, says one of the players. His face is deadly serious. You're meant to aim at the target drawn with charcoal. The person whose axe lands the closest to the center of the circle gets a point. Axes that fail to stay in the plank don't count. The person who has the most points at the end of the last turn becomes the winner. You talk a lot, but also don't say much. You share casual jokes, memories, and views on luck and optimal strategies. Odith and Tulia's camp are also brought up, but when you ask about the roads or locals, their stories are vague. The drinks are here. It's a poor beer made with leftovers after the regular brewing. It's cold, sweet, and doesn't reach your head, but you try to avoid the smell. Just don't spill anything. The boar may get sick, says your opponent with one arm. As a guest, you start with the first throw. Your axe flies well, hitting the very middle of the painted target and piercing the plank with a pleasant thud, which makes it really difficult for the other players to outperform you. A minute later, you've won the first round, but you can't expect to be lucky every time. All I can do is try my best. Let's do force. What do you think? All I can do is try my best. I think force might be the smartest one.
Does that like fuck up anything?
Oh,
like,
there we go. I traded an axe for. Yeah, we're doing this. Okay, we're doing that. I already know I'm doing
Okay.
Perfect. Nice. After getting your 4th point, the other players nod with respect. Quite a score. You hear from the guard in yellow armor as she hands you your dragon bones. The other participants carry away the remaining planks. So we won that. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, that was smart. Yeah, because
I told you it was good to gamble. You make new friends, you get some money.
Damn, okay. Damn, that's pretty... I mean, I guess, you know, I'm a warrior, so I can fucking do that shit, but...
You can fuck that shit up, yeah.
I'm looking for knowledge about wild creatures. Now tell me, bitch.
Damn.
You know how it is, 15? You fucking cunt.
Just wait. You gotta wait a little bit. You gotta let her, like, trust you.
Bro, I just fucking told her I just played a fucking game with this fucking bitch.
You gotta let it cook, dude. Don't keep asking. She's gonna get pissed. You can't call her a cunt either.
She's a fucking cunt.
Also, you read it as roof instead of roof.
Roof. Yeah, roof.
No!
It's so rough.
What?
Okay, that's crazy. Okay, so we have 5 coins again, which is good. We basically got everything for free, honestly. Return. Save, for sure. Show me your wares. I want to see what I can buy again. The fuck? That's expensive. Okay, I have enough money now. I think I should buy another thing of arrows, honestly. What do you guys think?
You could.
You know, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Fuck yeah.
Okay, damn.
Okay.
You've asked everything here. Oh.
Okay.
No. Joe Kiri?
I was going to see if we do like Joe Mama, but it didn't. So.
No. Why? There's no way you thought that would work.
That's all I need. I go outside. Alright, well, I guess we can just travel now. Shit.
We could do that the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, we got everything that we needed, which is important.
Dude, I thought we couldn't leave before, and that's why you were tweaking out about the options.
No, we can, but it's like, he talked about sleeping and shit, remember?
Yeah, but it's not nighttime.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh fuck, I'm nervous. Yeah, I gotta plan this out. Whatever. Oh my god, this game, that's why this game has overwhelming reviews. There's like probably a bunch of different time. Like if you're at things at a certain time, there's probably like a bunch of like random encounters.
Yeah.
That's actually really fucking cool, huh? Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Okay, where are we going, guys?
No.
Where are we going? Are we going back to the right, or are we going to the left?
Well, travel
West?
time to the left is shorter.
Okay, we'll go west then. We're going west. The road up hills meanders. The road up here.
Dude, just slow it down.
The road
Just
uphill
take a beat.
meanders, slowing you down and forcing you to pay close attention not only to the shadows of the trees, but also to the tight rocky passages.
Don't start.
You can't help but notice a few caves and find ambush spots. I keep an eye out for any sign of life. Oh shit. New entry, the ruined village. Standing in front of the gate, you hear no voices.
Wait, no, you're coming up on the goblins.
Yeah, you're right. Yo, Blue, I'm almost done making a boat in studio. This shit is so entertaining. The boat? Send me a fucking picture, dude. Is it goofy? Hold on. Did you already send me a picture? No, you did. This is goofy as fuck, bro. This looks so fucking stupid. Bro, thing's having a rough time. That's fucking crazy. What's this? I think I can ignore all the. Yeah, I can ignore all that. Okay. Nah, what's wrong with my neck now? Dude, everything's like tightening up. Okay. Standing in front of the gate, you hear no voices, no tools at work, no steps. Dozens of birds live among the collapsed roofs. Their fluttering, singing, and squawking is free of worries. If you want to travel any further, you need to ride around the palisade. Searching the ruins may take a lot of time. The broken gate in the north will lead you to the village. The sound of a gentle river reaches you from the east, where you see a saggy fence surrounding an overgrown pasture. Behind the burnt building in the east, you see an oddly barren field. Okay. I don't know, because this is a lot. Okay, I kind of need to read this again. Standing in front of the gate, you hear no voice. Okay, so I can either take a closer look at the gate, where there's a lot of like nothing and probably a lot of death, It's an abandoned village, yeah. Traveling further, you learn Orion about the Palestine. You move forward, so basically leaving it, I believe. Segi fence.
Did the dude say there was something shady about the building
Goblins.
near the field?
But here's the
Is that
deal.
where the goblins are?
Whether I go left or right, there's gonna be goblins. So either I just keep ignoring this and keep moving on, or I can fight the goblins, which I think I might want to actually deal with them this time. I think that might be the play.
So then maybe go to the building, because there might be stuff in there.
I approach the building near the field. The broken logs and planks are charred, while the wooden walls are rotted and covered in moss. You see no ashes or dust, proving that the fire happened ages ago. The smell is awful, and there are no reasons to stay for long. You see no furniture and some broken shelves. It was just a storage room. The valuable odds and ends were already taken by the scavengers. Okay.
Well, shit.
Well, I think we should look at the gate.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we keep moving forward. It's going to keep being this thing where we just keep moving forward and talking. I want to find some shit. Because okay,
Dude, I want to open that box.
You know what my favorite thing was? It really was finding that box. Remember we were like doing that all together? That was fucking cool.
Yeah, that was fun as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, let's go look at the gate. Take a closer look at the gate. Oh jeez. The palisade. Yeah, palisade is in good shape, and the entrance wasn't even touched by the fire. It was torn away, possibly thrown. The amount of used force must have been huge, but you'd expect that it would push the gate into the village, not away from it. You don't see any marks of a dragon bite. A troll could toss such planks, but after so many years, you see no paw prints. A mage? You can't really tell. I move forward. Where do you want to go? I inspect the pasture. I explore the southwest part of the village. I inspect the fields of the southwest. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do the village. Yeah, fuck it. I explore the southwest part of the village. I'm like, oh, that's cool. The fucking map. Oh, that's really cool. The buildings, some of which have collapsed, are made of wood, now charred and rotten. You spot claw marks on the walls, especially close to the doors and the wooden and the window frames. They could belong to a dragonling or a large wolf, larger than the gray ones, or a corpse eater. Too many options to make a guess. Yet no beast remains in sight. You find remains of clothes, furniture, odds and ends. Only one object seems to be of use. A basket-like fish trap made of vines and willow branches. If a large fish swims into it, it won't be able to get out on its own. It's quite large, but I can fit it on my saddle. Oh, I just get it for free? Fuck yeah. Okay, that was worth it.
Epic.
You feel a slight aching in your stomach. Where do you want to go? Oh, fuck. This is a lot of cool shit. This is such a cool game. It really is like a badass game.
It is.
The main square, that might be ideal. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Let's go to inventory really quick. I want to see what that fishing thing is. Fish trap.
Well, it's like a trap for it.
That's awesome. This game really is fucking cool.
Ooh, and it didn't say there was a river. You could use the fish thing at the river.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the main square. In every village, main square is the fanciest area, meant to charm travelers, yet this is way more than you expected. Wait, what? I've got to head out. Have a good rest. Hey, Mono, you have a great night, okay, big man? Thanks for being on. It really means a lot, especially since I know that, like, you know, this is definitely a different stream than usual. Just you being here means a lot, it really does. So, hey, God bless, dude, and you have a great night. Hopefully, you'll see you around. Southwest Maine, blah, blah, blah. Bye, Mono. You guys are awesome. How many people are on stream? I'm really interested. I'm not sure if, 36 still? That's fucking awesome, bro. It's not as much as the other days, but I'll tell you what, like, we've had a pretty fucking solid number so far. God bless you too, man. See you guys tomorrow. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. In every village, the main square is the fanciest area, meant to charm the travelers. Yet this is way more than you expected. The houses are as big as an say it again. You just say it.
Pavlovon.
Perfect. And and paved the ground took a lot of work materials. The walls, now charred and riddled with holes, are made of an expensive coated wattle. The tiles for the roofs are also jeez Louise, what the fuck? Also had to be brought here from a different settlement. You peek inside the 3 smaller buildings, the rotting remains of the former splendor. The birds living in dozens of nests respond to your arrival with quite accommodation. With quite a commotion. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You don't find even a single dragon bone, nor a tool or a piece of furniture left unbroken or unrotted. You're surrounded by dead bad smells, dirt, animal droppings, and garbage. Wait, let me read. You speak inside the 3 smaller buildings. Interesting. The well also stinks. It has no bucket, but you're afraid to use it anyways. Who knows how many birds have relieved themselves inside, or have many old rats have found their death while climbing up the walls. Suddenly,
Damn.
you hear some sounds coming from the largest building. Your stomach makes you let out a large groan. Should I walk away, or should I prepare my axe?
Prepare it. Because if you turn away, you're gonna get fucked.
I should check it out. I prepare my axe. Oh god. You step cautiously towards the scent of urine and sweat. The flickering candlelight shows you broken furniture, yet no signs of burnt wood. You consider pulling the other door when a masculine voice proves that your presence is not unnoticed. I didn't want it to come to this, but stay where ye are. Whatever ye put inside, be it a shoe, a hand, or ye damn finger, it'll get a bolt. Okay.
Oh.
So it's just a dude, which, okay.
It's just a dude.
Relax,
That's
stranger.
worse than
I'm
goblins.
a road warden. I'm a road warden, so I kind of need my thinker. Will the boot be enough? It's crazy. I'm the new road warden. Let's talk. Are you really going to bet everything on a single shot? Don't miss.
Oh.
I'll get angry. Angry enough to swing my axe. That's cold. Don't hurt me. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm a road warden. I'm not sure.
Well, if you do the last one, you might come across as like a pussy, so he wouldn't be intimidated, so you could get the upper hand if he does try to fuck with you.
There's a lot of different honestly, all these options could be good. The problem is, like, okay, I'm going to explain just for chat, not for you, just so you know. So basically, when you're doing options like this, and this goes for like anything, right? You gotta like assess, because this is why it's really hard. People say, "Oh, I would do this." When it's a human being, human beings can have so many different like thought processes that like you can never decide what to do. So that's why, like, let's say someone's trying to read you, you know what I mean? So like, for example, if he says, "I'm going to shoot you," right? Like, this bro is obviously scared. He's scared. And it could mean a lot of things. We don't know what he's done before. We don't know if he's hurt anyone. We don't know if he's the one that caused a lot of this shit or if he's hiding. You know what I mean? So like, if we're friendly, if I say relax, he might be pissed off. He's like, relax. I'm not gonna fucking relax. Like, fuck you, right? If I do, I'm a road warden. I think he might think her. If I'm joking around again, he might get pissed off again. Like, yo, dude, this isn't funny. Fuck you. I'm the road warden. Let's talk. Frankly, that might be the best option. Just talking. Like, hey, like if I just say it like that. I don't need to explain why this is the word, like, really bad. Just like telling him I'm gonna fuck with you. Because obviously the good thing is that we chose this character, so we can fuck with him if we need to. But like, clearly there's a reason why that's not good. And then vulnerable, obviously, don't hurt me. Like, you might have some double think, but like the thing is, you want someone to come into a term with you where they can be friendly, but not either think they can take advantage of you or they don't show their true colors. You want that nice middle ground. Honestly, thinking about distant. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
Because like, if someone's like this, imagine like basically you're a cop. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm the new
A
Roadwarden.
cop?
Let's talk. Well, yeah, think about it, because essentially you're on. I mean, you take care of the roads. I mean, you are a little road
Okay.
warden.
Sorry, I
Like,
thought you meant the guy in the room.
no, you are. No, you're paid.
Okay, my bad, my
A
bad.
road warden in this game is basically like a fantasy cop.
Yeah. No, so I just thought you meant the guy we don't know.
No. I'm the new road warden. Let's talk. A short pause. Well, we can talk. We can. But how is it that ye chose this place to visit? From all that there are. He goes on before you respond. And maybe you're telling the truth, so let's say this. My little ballista here is all pulled and ready. But you won't do anything stupid, right? No running, no jumping around? Show your hands. Oh shit. The man's voice lacks confidence and his accent is tricky for you. He could be from the distant south. But as long as you don't speak too quickly, you understand one another. You don't hear any other movements, breathing, voices. You lean your axe against the... dude, I don't even get a choice. I would not do that. Okay, just for the record, if someone said just put your hands up, no, he can put his fucking hands up first, not fucking me.
No, but you said his voice lacks confidence, so he's bluffing.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that.
Dude might not even have bullets.
You lean your axe against the door frame and make sure that your knife is well hidden. I walk inside. Oh shit. Okay. The dense smell of urine hits you with full force, while the tools and utensils are hard to distinguish from the rubbish. The route to the upper floor is blocked by the collapsed roof and loose wooden beams. There are scraps of rusting iron, steel on the ground, detached from the now destroyed barrels. The scavenger is sitting on a blanket in front of the tent, pointing at the floor, which is loaded. At the floor with his loaded crossbow. Not a short man, though a bit skinny. He's tanned, dark-skinned, and has seen his share of struggles. There are long claw scars on his left cheek, and another one that would divide his eyebrow in half if it hadn't been consumed by a fire, just like the rest of his forehead. His clothes are untainted by vanity. He's barefoot in a dirty linen shirt with rolled up sleeves and simple pants that use a cord for a belt. His long beard and hair are untrimmed and tangled. I sit on the stairs with hands raised. I'm not a threat. I stand near the door watching his weapon. I'm prepared. Fuck.
If you raise your hands, he might kind of like back down a little bit. And you have the knife.
I'll take the risk. I sit on the stairs with hands raised. I'm not a threat. Okay. You wipe the dust off the steps, but before you sit, you hear the man's annoyed voice. Now, don't get too, homie. It's the only place here that's not just ashes and debris. Now, I'm not sharing it. You better ride ahead. I already piled up whatever hasn't rotted. Whatever hasn't rotten. The candle lights are dancing on his burnt face and arms. He moves his crossbow just enough to make sure he won't shoot you by accident. I saw your horse. Maybe you could help me, What are you looking for in this place? You don't sound like you're from the north. I want to make sure there ain't no undead no undead crawling around. I'm looking for another road warden, a man named Astrian. Hey, I've never heard of him, but surely heard this name many times. He vanished long ago before I got to the coast. At first, people were asking about him. Now they think he's dead. Listen, he scratches his thighs nervously. I'm hungry. So damn hungry. I can't hunt or fish. With all the 8 men around, can you share anything? Roadster? Maybe a drifter, but you wouldn't beg if I had not lost my bags on the road. Here I have a few prunes, sausage, and some nuts. Should be enough for tomorrow as well. What's in my inventory? I'll be totally fine if I give him some. Okay.
Maybe do the cereals and crackers option.
I'll do the top one. Because it seems like you'll have a lot more. Yeah, I have plenty of spare, so I think I should do the first one.
Okay.
Ha! You say so, but you don't know my dearth. He bites into the sausage right away, but after a couple of solid bites, he puts your gifts on a unfolded tunic that's laying on the floor. Without you, I would have had to run after the birds with my ballista. Bull need
It's like bye.
buy.
He's saying but I.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I was confused. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. But I'll need to save the bolts for the 8 men, and because of those stinkers, I can't roast here, and raw meat makes me want to puke. Thank ye. After a moment of hesitation, he grabs one of the plums. Now, roaster, he says with a full mouth. If you have any questions, ask. I'll say a lot to get ye, to make ye get me out of here. I should ask him what he wants. Where do you want to travel to now? And what will you give me for my help? That's crazy. I've heard about some. Have you searched the entire village? Are there no hidden treasures left? I'm not sure if I should say that. I'm going to, anyways. You came to the wrong place. Time, moisture, and damn boars devoured all the loot. I've been here a couple of days now, and all that's left is this iron I carried here. I was planning to get back here with some hired muscle and clear the collapsed buildings, but I'll doubt it's worth time and risk.
You should ask me about the goblins.
Yeah, how do you keep the goblins away? I got a trick or two to keep me safe. A little something that scares them away, even without magic. But tell ye what. His smile turns into a wide grin. Help me get out of here, and I'm going to share some of it with ye. Okay. Are you sure there's no undead around? He nods. I've seen none. People say it's been less than 10 years since the herds came here, but I don't know if anyone bothered with raising the priors. If not, the dead are all roaming in the forest now. He clicks his tongue with frustration. It may be that there's a walker somewhere under the debris waiting to break through it like a dragon in an egg. He looks straight at you. But, no. Hey, you'd better not dig. Do you have any idea what happened here? Well, I won't guess, but I saw many ruins. There's no treasure, skeletons here, so this place means as much as dirt. Someone was barking too loud, so the beasts broke through and made them quiet again. That's crazy. He clicks his tongue, and that's that. Talking about nature's fury brings bad luck. Don't you know? I've heard about some bandits. Have you seen any hideouts nearby? Nah, I think they were in the north or east. I stuck to the western road and no shell bothered me. Sorry I can't help ye. Tell me about yourself. Gives you a sullen glance. What for? I've no legacy to keep alive in tales. I may tell ye this and that after you take me out of here. This village makes me sick. Me too.
Whoa!
In the guts and the thinker gets easier with time if you're patient. Must be the air, smell, death, and apeman piss. He pats his stomach while laughing. I should ask him what he wants. Oh, he doesn't trust me enough. Fuck. Should ask him where he wants. What is it? Why does he not trust me enough, bro? I literally been so fucking nice to him. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Where do I go? Where do you want to travel to now, and what will you give me for my help? Let me explain first, I was in Howler's Dell, the closest village to the east and north. The people there are nice, you know? But not like old Pagos. They're all boring and grimmer than a crow. But they cry coin for everything. Damn good coin. I left. Wanted to look around the ruins, see if there's anything left. Then moved to Pelt and hired the hunters to help me here. No luck. A bunch of griffs drummed my pack. I just bought it. He spits on the floor. Fast and nimble. Be not brave. not enough to listen to me when all the screeching and scratching had started. So it ran away with my bags. A few fell on the ground and I pulled them there. But you see how it is, I won't travel around with a tent on my back. He taps the crossbow with his fingers. I need maybe a day more. Aye, just a day, and I'll have all the iron scrapped from the barrels so I can move forward. But I can't take all my stuff alone. Without me around, all the bait men are going to break in and steal all my shit. I need to stay here, but since you have a horse, come back tomorrow and help me return to Howell's Dell. How about it? I just need to know that the road is safe as it can be. I mean, what exactly do you want me to do? I need to make sure there's no dangers hiding on the road from here to Howler's, or rather, I know there is some danger, but as long as he can get there and safely return, I'm sure we can handle some roaming monsters. He theatrically rubs his hands together. This ballista has hit more beast skulls than I have fingers, and I've never lost a finger, Roadster. Only the toes. That is fucked up.
Damn.
Maybe to prove it, he starts to count on his fingers. See, if the road is clear, then come here tomorrow. We'll pack my stuff and on your horse and move out. But don't come when it's closing the evening. We're going to need 3 hours on our feet, and I won't push through the night. Even sleeping next to an 8-man tribe is safer. He chuckles. Don't make me wait too long. I can wait for a couple of days if I find some food, but if you don't get back, I'll have to risk it, no matter what. Why Haller's Dell? If you want to go south, we should travel to the Pelt of the North. I mean, I see your point, but I've never been there. Can they afford my iron? Do they have means to pay for it? I need coins to find a handy bunch that will walk south with me, and I need a new staff and bolts. I know the village. It's a nice place. It has a smithy of sorts. I had a chance to take a look, though. It's a large inn, a safe one. You seem to be rich and have enough hunters to guide you south. You can use iron to barter. Well, it's a shorter path, I guess. If you're a spot to get surrounded by corpsers, if you're sure it's the best option, fine. I'll trust the roadster's judgment. I don't work for free. I have ways to pay ye. Don't worry. I can give ye dragons, but I have to sell the iron first, so I'll need a bit of time, you see. 5 for a short escort would be plenty, I'd say. But if you want, I'll give you a secret jar of mine, a very fine mixture that scares 8-men away. Works on pibblers, too. When you ask if all this stench of urine is somehow related to the potion, he just winks and chuckles. Okay. That's sad. That's really sad. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, you could do it.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I mean, like, he's just some dude. But if you don't help him, who's to say he won't shoot you? You could ask him about the villages.
Yeah, I think I might do that.
Yeah.
He seems surprised. I mean, hey, sure. I don't have connections there, just my eyes. He starts to hum. A longer pause. When you get to Haller's, you meet the mayor there. For sure. Thais. And whatever you do, don't ask her where she got her coins from, eh? She's rich. Super rich. Don't ask her how this happened. Trust me. He scratches his beard with a mournful look. Fine. It's a deal. I'm going to escort you. Thanks, Roadster. Just come tomorrow, and I'll make it worth your time. Time for me to leave. Your stomach makes you let out a painful groan. Where do you want to go? Okay. 1 second. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, let's keep it going. Your stomach lets out a painful groan. Where do you want to go? Why is my stomach... Dude, my stomach is fine. Dude, I'm literally completely fine, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, frankly, before I even head back... Hold on. How do I... Before I even head back, I want to make sure that, like... I get as much as I can out of this. Because I feel like it's going to be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, probably.
I return to the scavenger's camp. No. Let's look around the
I would
northern
finish
gate.
exploring the village. And then go to the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To your east, okay, the paths here have always been reclaimed by grasses. To your east and west, you see shadowy alleys behind damaged buildings. I want to take a closer look at the gate. I want to open the gate? What the fuck? I look into the well. The well is filled up with soil. You find nothing interesting about the area around it. I approach... Take a closer look at the gate. Pushed or pulled, it doesn't move an inch. Someone has spread dirt and rocks around both underneath it and around it, seemingly to keep the plank stuck in the ground. I approach the nearby tree. You won't find anything worth picking. The half-dead quincies have maggots crawling underneath their skins. What the fuck? You wonder which part of this meal is more tempting for the dark-winged birds sitting among the branches, the flesh of the fruits or of the worms. Quincies are rarely eaten without having a chance to blet. You can safely guess that they are meant to be dried, or add taste to the cookies or hard drinks. After a few moments, you realize that the bottom part of the tree, just above the ground, is partially charred. Someone must have opposed a torch here, but the wet wood didn't burst into flames. I want to open the gate. You should take a closer look at the other side and be sure it's even possible, especially since it takes a couple of hours without proper tools. Go somewhere else. Okay. The closer you work to the village, the longer you stay around, the sicker you feel. The taste of gastric juices hits your mouth. Your forehead hurts and you start to stumble. Odith, worried by the sight, pokes her head with its nose. What the
Wait, maybe that's
fuck?
why it said your stomach was growling. Because it didn't say your stomach's growling, it was like your stomach makes you let out a painful groan. So something's going on in this village.
Yeah, maybe it is just like fucking illness or something.
Yeah.
Walk over the walls. Leaning on your mound, you go outside, keep your mouth shut. After a few minutes, your eyes get clear. It may be better to leave, or at least stay away from the village for the rest of the day. Sure. You stop and touch your aching stomach. Where do you want to go? Yeah, what the fuck? Inspect the pasture in the southeast. There we go. You don't find a single sign of livestock that lived here in the past. Any bones, horns, antlers, or dung have already been devoured by the wilderness. The pasture ends at a river on the opposite bank. The meadow turns into a thick forest, impenetrable for a rider. What are the chances that a herd of defenseless animals could get through there and survive? The breach in the southern fence wasn't made by some brute force. You find axe cuts and spots that were ultimately broken away. After all of these years, there are no tracks that you could follow. I return to the main road. The fields, sure. You're surrounded by what looks like a field plowed in late autumn, disturbed by hundreds of rains and snowfalls. There's a few clumps of grass and wheat, but a place like this one, abandoned for years, should already have turned itself into a green lay. A barren field. Maybe it was overused, but you would still expect the weeds to sprout. A curse? The path leading west from here ends at the edge of a field, shifting into a meadow, then a forest. To the north, you see a path leading around the palisade. I don't have a way to investigate. Inspect the palisade on the what? Oh shit. The tracks of the oh shit, what the fuck? The tracks of the human footwear and many more ape footprints cover the path formed around the palisade's breach. As far as you can tell, the freshest footprints lead to the village. The wooden stakes spread on the ground are rotten, covered in mushrooms, small flowers, insects, and worms. Good source of animal or goblin food, though you'd expect them to also hunt for birds and eggs. The meadow in the west turns into a forest quickly. The grasses in the north surround dozens of tree stumps, already covered with moss and fungi. Going south, you'll reach a large field, though you don't see any crops. I shouldn't enter the forest, especially not in this area. It's unpredictable. The pain in your stomach slows you down. Where do you want to go? Oh shit.
Wait, maybe we should go back to the inn. Because, like, we're slowing down.
There we go. The meadow is lush and colorful, and so dense it's unfair for a rider. For a couple of minutes, you lead Oath with a rope, avoiding the potential disaster in case of hoof falling into an animal den. Being forced to travel around the palisade every time you get here is going to be a pain. Most of the tree trunks look similar and have comparable size. They are most likely planted with the sole purpose of being cut down and used by the locals. Though cutting so many trees at once, that alone could provoke the wrath of herds. Such a process should be spread across a couple of seasons, and you can't be sure what was the case. In the west and north, the clearing turns into a wild forest. In the east, you see a road leading north. I leave the clearing. Where do you want to go? I can't. Hi.
Hi. Playing games?
It's a reading one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. I think you might actually be into it.
Yeah?
Yeah. You laying down?
I don't know yet.
You can sit here and play the game with us.
Eh.
It's pretty interesting. It's like what do you call it? It's like a choose your own adventure fantasy.
Oh, I probably missed too much to be interested then.
No, like it's pretty simple. I think you'd be like it's not too much going on.
No,
She did miss the box part.
Yeah, there's a little bit, but it's one. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, if you sat down, you'd be into it. And it's cool because it's really easy to tell because you can read this, and then like over here as you're doing things, like the visuals kind of
change.
yeah. Like for example, like as you're exploring, like the different parts will open up. So you can still use your imagination, but like you can see some things. So yeah. I go to the road leading north from the village. I can't even go back at this point. You're at the closed northern gate. The neglected road is partially overgrown. You hear a river in the east, separated by a lush meadow filled with crickets and rodents. Every step... I feel like every step into the village weakens me more. I should return... What the fuck? I go somewhere
See,
else.
it's the village.
The pain in your stomach slows you down. Where do you want to go? What the fuck?
We go to the river and you can get fish.
I go to the river. You see a quenching family of boars, some of them brown, some of them black. You consider turning back, but you pay little attention. After a couple of grunts, they run north. The river is not too wide, yet unusually deep, with banks altered by locals for decades, if not centuries. The water is cold and clean, yet filled with long plants growing from the bottom. You'd rather avoid jumping inside or drinking from it, but you're tempted to at least wash your face, neck, and hands. Dozens, if not hundreds of small fish are looking for tasty leaves, but also try to avoid the predators. A dance of life, completely unaware of your presence. You suddenly realize there's something else buried among the kelp, a rusty sickle sticking out from the ground. A couple of stone axes and hoes. The wooden handles and a large wagon are covered with moss, but you recognize their shapes. Why would someone drop them there? Drop them here. On the opposite bank, the meadow turns into a thick forest, impenetrable for the rider. Can I not? Okay, timeout. Save. Can I not put my fucking thing down?
Did you ever play
The-
the Oregon Trail game?
I think I watched it. I really want.
That's exactly what this is like.
It kind of is like Oregon Trail, but I'd argue like way better. I don't know. Yo, Bree,
Hmm.
have you ever played Oregon Trail?
No,
I had to play it for
I've never heard of it.
Rhinelander.
Never mind. Okay, never mind. Tasha, I know what you're talking about. I think it's Oregon Trail is a little bit better in some sense though, just because it's a little bit more like simple and like you have your people together. You know what I mean? It's very like you have like random encounters, but it's still like linear. You know what I mean?
Oregon Trail truly is a masterpiece of a video game because it's so by chance that it's almost impossible to advance.
Dude, are you seriously trying to get up here?
Please.
Bro,
He's asking
this
for you.
cat is not coming up here.
He wants.
There's a cat?
Yeah.
Put him up in your room.
What's the cat's name?
Salem.
One up there?
I want to see the cat.
Oh my god. Bree wants to see the cat. Is it village curse? Just what do you think, Zorba? I don't know. I think it's like a famine curse or something. Dude.
Oh my goodness.
He's a fat ass.
Oh my goodness, I love cats. He's so cute.
Well, this one's actually pretty nice. Hi.
He's into it.
He's having his own kitty moment.
Asia, you love me? I'm thirsty.
What do you want?
Can you give me anything?
Grape soda?
Yeah.
You want that?
Please.
I have one up here.
Ow! Ow! No! 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 Yeah, he's doing his nail thing. No, sorry. He's going down. He's not coming.
Ow! Ow! Yeah, he is.
I told you. He's being a little bitch.
That hurt. He scratched me right on my boob this morning.
Thank God I don't have boobs. Evil kid. Zorb. You're fucking awesome, dude. Zorb, listen, bro. You've been one of, like, I don't know, this is gonna sound really weird. Like, don't take it this way, but, like, you've been, like, one of the best people I look forward to in streams. Genuinely. Like, you just, it's, like, ever since, like, I've seen you talking to TikTok, like, dude, just, like, the progression of, like, I guess becoming more, like, of a closer friend with you has been pretty awesome. Genuinely, it's been pretty fucking sick. W.
Are you
Laura.
drinking fucking soda when your throat hurts?
Shut up, Bree. Sorry, that
Don't
was mean.
tell
That
me
was
to
no, Bree.
shut
I'm
up.
sorry, Bree. I'm sorry.
No, you know, I'm gonna hang up this phone.
No, don't, Bree. Don't do that.
Eh,
Tasia made me say it.
Huh?
No, she did not.
Wait, what?
Nothing, babe. You gonna watch this? You gonna watch this with us?
Don't make me see you say things.
I'm not doing anything. I'm innocent.
You're not
Okay,
innocent.
here we
You
go.
know who else says that?
Who?
People in prison for murder.
Damn!
I turned back. Oh shit, here we go. There we go, finally! The pain in your stomach slows you down. Where do you want to go? I consider washing myself in the river. I spend some time setting up the... Yeah, okay. Let's do both. I feel like... Okay, let's wash ourselves first. Okay. The steam filled with fish and plants won't help you much. The oakish soap you own can help you get cleaner. Oh my god, what? Okay, that's fucking stupid. So you can only get to a certain level until you get, like... You need to buy higher level shit to get, like, a higher appearance score, which is dumb, but okay.
That's crazy.
So
You set up the fish trap.
Okay, let's set up the fish trap. You place the basket on the ground, then grab a bowl. Then you grab a bowl and you smoke it. No, then
No.
you grab a bowl and you start digging, looking for a few.
That was
Looking for a
good.
few larger worms. You bait the stick and push it inside the basket, locking it between the sides. Then cover the entrance with the lid. Tying it together takes you a few good moments, but will be easier later on. You attach the entire trap to a push. Push.
Okay.
Push and push it into the stream. Far enough that it sinks entirely. Who knows how long it will take before something large enough swims inside. Still, it would be better to not wait for too long, otherwise the prey might die of hunger. I step away.
You
I
grew
would
up
like to wash myself. Or not. Okay, that's fucking great. How long? Okay, so it's 5 hours until dusk.
Okay, but we need to get out of this damn village.
I think it's just
It's
all I got left
cursed.
is travel. It's only a little bit of travel time though, yeah. So like I can keep going, but here it's like hold on. Just give me a second. So we gotta like do a little bit of math here, okay? So if we go back, it's 45 minutes. But you see, we still have 5 hours and 30 minutes left before dusk, right? So we want to
Okay,
get...
but we can't be in the village for like 4 more hours.
Well, I don't even know if we can... Like, it's not even gonna let us do anything else in the village until we can go back. So, let's just go forward a little bit more, I think. But, I don't know. I'm just trying to think what would be smart right now. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just really... Okay, I'm confused by how this game kind of works right now, just because it's like, okay, I can't sleep yet, right?
Yeah.
So if I can't sleep yet, then, like, how do I know when I literally can? Do you know what I mean?
When it's dark.
Yeah, but like, do I need to be asleep by then, like right on time, or what?
No,
'Cause,
I
like,
think when dusk hits, so 5 hours and however many minutes, then you can like go to bed. And if you don't go to bed at that time, you're not gonna like die, but you're gonna lose sleep. It's like in real life if you have to wake up at 6 a.m. and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed at
I'm not worried about
10.
that. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm more worried about the things at night because they said there's a lot of bad shit at night, like bad.
Yeah, so just like make sure you get back to the inn like 30 minutes before dusk or something.
Let's keep going then. Let's just keep going.
Subscribe to Blue Digit.
What?
Do it now.
Hello.
You are a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe to Blue Digit or else.